This matrix should help you position your company when you're presenting yourself. So we're using the same colors as in karate, the belts in karate. So we go from white, yellow, green, blue, red, junior black, and black belt. We skipped a couple, brown and purple, which exist in karate, but not here. So basically, starting with the end, the fundable VC fundable companies or large VCs or large, very large ticket VCs, we start with the black belt. Black belt, the matrix, the way it works. So the black belt, we call them the moonshot, right? You're already doing over $10 million in revenue. On the customer side, you have already a robust sales and marketing engine and teams. You have a big funnel of customers. You have automated your processes. On the funding, it may vary, but you have funding from the revenue, but also from VCs. Typically VCs, the team, you have employees from tens of them to hundreds of them to thousands of them. You're that moonshot company, and you're basically having a technology readiness level at a level where you have a product portfolio, potentially a product management. You're really defining what next product you're going after. Then you have junior black, you're in expansion mode, you're between 5 and 10 million. You have the same similarities, maybe at a lesser scale than the moonshot ones or the black belt. Then you have red, which is the scale up. You're right after the seed stage. You typically have been round A funded. You have between $2 and $5 million in revenue, and you have similar attributes than the other we just talked about. Then we go into the business angel fundable companies. So you have yellow, green, and blue. Starting with blue, a blue belt is a growing company. You have less than $2 million in revenue. You have customers that have extended beyond your warm network. You're now basically converting customers out of other markets you're originally from. And you have investors, business angel, VCs, and you have a team that is typically comprised of the co-founders, the board, the executives, and a couple of new people to help grow the business. And you've been seed funded by typically business angels and small VCs, and you have a product roadmap. Green, the green belt is basically you're still confirming your business model at that stage. You have less than $1 million in revenue, and you're trying to get to that next level. You have customers that are coming mostly from your warm network, but it's not always the case. But typically your first customers come from your immediate network or immediate market. On funding side, it's going to vary depending on the sector you're in, but you're going to have over $1 million in funding, pretty much less than 5 million. And that's going to be mostly government, non-dilutive, business angel, and small VCs. You'll have a team, but mostly comprised of the co-founder, a few employees to help, but everyone is an intern at this stage. Everyone's doing the grind, working hard, and you typically have an authorized product, at least in one region, to be able to generate the revenue. Authorized meaning you went through the regulatory process if it applies to your business. Yellow belt, so you have typically no revenue at that point. On the technology readiness level, you have a prototype or an unauthorized product. And basically on the customer side, because you don't have revenue, you still have traction. You have letter of intents, customers that are interested in working with you. You typically have less than $1 million in funding, mostly government, mostly business angels, small ticket, maybe a couple mid-size one. And on the team, you're mostly the co-founders, and maybe a few advisors helping out. And on the technology readiness level, you have a prototype or an unauthorized product. And then finally is the friends and family stage. It's the ID stage. It's the white belt. You're really just starting. No revenue. You have early validation telling you should pursue it. You have no funding yet. You're trying to get to that yellow belt. On the investor side, typically it's more the R&D stage. You have a mock-up, you have an idea, you're funded by the government. You don't always have a team, and you're really trying to get to the next stage. Typically you work with an incubator, an accelerator. You're out of the university going to a public accelerator. So to recap, white belt, yellow belt, green belt, blue belt, red belt, junior black, and black. Which one are you?